Hey everybody, and this is Jay Lost Today, or Phelan here from the Companies Guild, and I am joined today with another one of my good friends over there, Mr. Alberich,
Uh,
the
it's
world's
me.
greatest smith in the universe.
I mean, I prefer insurance salesmen, but I'm a pretty good smith. It happens.
I mean,
Everybody needs a hobby.
it's true. It's true. It's a fantastic hobby, and my character did nothing but go around trying to sing the praises of his smithhood. I don't know if it was just because you were that great, or I was determined to see if people would think of you as a walking god.
I mean, towards the end of the campaign there, we were getting close.
That's true. That's true. Although, admittedly, you made some of the greatest items in that game. Personally, obelisk on a stick was
Yeah, I mean, when you're in the middle of creating the most badass sword you can think of for your barbarian, and they take an oath of peace, you gotta either turn left or right, and I took a hard left
oh,
and
very
decided to
hard.
make just the biggest bonking stick ever.
It was so big. The funny part was it wasn't technically like hard edged; it was round edged. So it was like it's a bonking stick, but if he hits you hard enough, you're going to be split in half.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It
Uh,
uh, it's still a weapon, and he's a big boy swinging it around. So
right, right.
don't really know what to tell you about that.
Well, with that, we'll get the full introduction of Mr. Alberich or Michael, and his experience with TTRPGs.
Experience with tabletop RPGs. Let's think. When I was about 8, I started playing with my family, my uncles, a couple of their friends. Uh, I started playing. I started playing second edition,
Mhm.
and then I went back to first edition, and then we jumped to 3.5. Completely skipped over third. Uh, didn't play any of fourth until after fifth came out, and I played a couple campaigns in fourth, and then I played fifth for a couple years, and then I took like a year break, which I think is since I started playing D&D, that year break is the longest I've gone without playing.
Mhm.
And then I met up with our group now,
Yeah.
and I've been playing every week for damn near 10 years.
Yeah, it wasn't until we started
That,
doing this that I took the time to think about it. It was like, it's been like 9 years that we've been doing this. Like every week for 9 years. So we
oh
are
yeah,
we are some lucky SOBs in that regard that we have been able to have such a great group of friends and manage to come back every week and continue playing these games.
well, it helps when the whole group gets together and goes, "Hey, we're gonna play every week on this day at this time. Don't plan anything for this date at this time. You know for a
Yeah.
fact every week we're going to play."
Well, I mean, yeah, but
And I think that's where a lot of people,
admittedly, we do take little breaks here and there for like we have an event coming up where y'all are all
yeah,
coming to my house and stuff, and we're hanging out, and then you know family events and stuff. We'll take like little breaks and stuff, but otherwise, barring that, it's D&D night. I don't care if work
yeah,
wants me there or not. I'm not going.
right. Which
Uh,
I think is where a lot of people trip up and stumble as far as scheduling is instead of taking one day a week
mhm.
or a month and going, this is D&D night, they try to schedule at the end of sessions and be like, well, when can everybody meet up again? Don't do that. Nobody's schedule will ever line up if you just go, hey, what time next week can everybody meet up?
Mhm.
Nobody will be able to meet up. You
Yeah,
need to,
no.
somebody, preferably the DM, needs to step in and go, this is when we're playing. If you can't make it, let me know.
Mhm.
But this is when we're playing.
I agree.
And
I
I think
1000%
that would
agree.
be helpful for a lot of groups.
Well, I feel like that in a sense is also from all of us being older and the fact that we have lives and we went, the only way you can really do anything is to just set something in a schedule so that way you always
Yeah.
know it's there. Like whenever we plan things, we set it a month or 2 months in advance to just let people know what's happening. And when you go, look, we're gonna hard set this on this day at this time, everybody knows. That way you can plan around that instead of making D&D plan around everything else. And that's, if you really want to get into it and play it like that, and you really want to delve in. It really works better when you can set things into a set schedule. I know, and I will say this just in regards, because like I have that Tuesday game that I'm running for those other individuals that are fantastic. I love those guys. That has been real fun. I think helping with that is the same thing as like running on one of those sites like Start Playing, where I'm running that. It's a set thing. Like it's a set day at a set time. You know what time it is, so you can kind of set things around, and you've already, when you get on that, that's you picked that game based on your own availability.
Yeah. I also think it really helps us that we have so many players, because then if we're missing one or two people because life happened, we can still play
Oh
and just
yeah.
have them T-pose in the corner.
Yeah, and that's why we have the anomaly, the T-posing anomaly thing joke that we have in the game. But yeah, it's because we have 7 players, we can easily, miss 1, 2 people and just keep rolling without having too much
Yeah.
issue. We get down to 3 players because of the scale of the game. It gets a little more difficult, but as long as you
Yeah.
have 4 to 5,
That's
you're
what's
solid.
called an that's what's called an RP night, where you
Hmm.
go to a bar and you have character conversations and get in-depth character building and background and all that good stuff, inter-party conversations, get to
Oh
know
yeah.
each other. And
Uh,
then it's not a wasted session.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Which we have actually done many times. Just sitting down, having the
Oh,
characters interact and have just fun stuff. Even just as little as going like, oh, okay, we're gonna walk around the town and talk and do stuff and go shopping, and just everything turns into a shopping/RP episode.
yeah. To the dismay of the DMs, you and James both, because I know it gets on your nerves sometimes when it's like, hey, we're gonna get there. We're gonna do it this session. We're gonna need to steer off to the left here and have a 45-minute conversation about nothing, but it's gonna be the most intense conversation about nothing.
Oh yeah, it's
And
it's it's
then
great.
we'll get to the story.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Like the RP is great, but yeah, there are times you're like, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. 2 hours later, all right, we're still gonna get there.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Like I don't really mind. I enjoy listening to the RP and building more things into the world. And y'all know that I have sat here while y'all are doing the RP and for like an hour or two and worked on something else at the same time. So um,
Yeah.
it's not like I can't fill my time with trying to make sure, because I've built other things in the world while y'all were RPing. So those moments can be exceptionally helpful for a DM. It gives you so much more to play with, especially when they build more story and connection inside of like the world. Like, dude, it opens up so many more possibilities for fun role play, active events you can throw at people, connections you can pull from. So it's lovely stuff. We're also going to move into this now. Michael, what do you like to see as in a game as a player?
Uh, I know this is gonna be a surprise,
Mm-hmm.
big surprise. Gotta have RP. If I'm just making a character and then I'm gonna go fight stuff and interact with NPCs to the effect of give me a quest so I can go do quest and level up. That's I can play Skyrim.
Mhm.
I can play Final Fantasy. I can play any game to get that. But you can't get RP from anything other than tabletop RPG. And it's the best part because anyone can roll dice, anyone can fight some goblins, but when you've got a group of people that get together and you can make each other give any kind of damn about the fake characters that you came up with in your brain and give them emotional weight, that's an achievement. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
wonderful when it all comes together like that. And other than RP, uh, flexibility from the players and the DM.
Mhm.
It's there's a time and a place for a rigid rule structure and a rigid rule set, and then there's a time and a place for goofy or rule of cool. Just be flexible. Work with your players, work with your DM, make sure you're all going to still have fun and get the most out of it that you can. Not in a power gaming way or an optimization way, but in a what would be the most fun for me and us way.
Mhm.
Is figure it out, work with each other, make the game more fun for each other. And if you've got RP and flexibility, it doesn't matter what game you're playing, you'll have fun with any party.
Oh yeah.
And
Absolutely.
it's, yeah, if you can get those two things down, any game is nothing at that point. You can play any system, any game, any edition, and you'll still have fun with it.
Oh yeah.
And that's the main number one thing is it's a game. You play it to have fun. Have fun. If you're not having fun, fix that. Because what's the point of playing a game if you're not having fun with your friends?
that that is the biggest truth right there, especially with all these things, is if you're doing this and you're not having fun with the people that you're hanging out with or your friends and y'all aren't having a good time, talk about it and fix it. It's a game. Have a good time. Even in the sense of, I think, we've mentioned this in a later video that I'm going to release, but it's just the emotional weight that can be had through the RP and different things that like players can be put through uh, that really just add a lot of depth to the story. And if you don't have stuff like that, like you said, you're just kind of rolling dice. It's just words on a page. It's not really anything unless you're bringing life to it.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else that you
Like,
like to see?
uh, this is just a personal preference, and I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I like to see players' emotions get high. Like if we're going through a stressful moment in game and me and Kalen aren't a little bit at each other's throats over some useless crap,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't feel like we're in an actual stressful situation in game.
I
If me and
understand.
Brandon aren't being catty towards each other, is it really a game night?
No.
If we're not dogging on each other for stupid play or bad decisions and getting a little heated, that's you need those high emotions to go into any situation and have fun with it. I'm not saying fight with your friends. I'm not saying get into an argument and scream at each other.
No. No.
But if your emotions are getting a little high, that means you're doing something right because you're emotionally engaged.
Mm-hmm. You are being
Which,
grabbed.
yeah, and it's fun. As long as everybody knows you're all still friends at the end of it, it it's all fun and games.
Oh yeah, and that is one of the things that is, I think, is a key point here that we haven't really touched on when we talk about role play, but I feel like in the concept here given that we should really touch on this is you can get heated, you're getting emotional, you get attached, but the main key there is separating. This is a game versus real life, and at the end of this little spat that is whatever is in game, that you're still friends after this. This isn't personal. This isn't anything. This is a game. You know, you didn't like, your character didn't like that character's decision at the time, or thought their action was stupid. It happens. You know, you get into arguments like that, but when the game ends, it's done. You know, you're friends. You're hanging out, having a good time.
Yeah, like if you just watched Van Zier and Alberich interact towards the second half of that campaign,
Oh, it's
you
so
would think
mean.
me and Brandon hated each other. You would think we hated each other. It's the furthest thing from the truth. I love him. He's a great guy. He's one of my best friends. Love the guy. If you hear me and Kalen arguing over rules and little changes and stuff, you would think we hated each other. I don't hate him. I hope he doesn't hate me. Pretty sure he doesn't hate me.
No, no.
But it's just tensions get high and you got to let it out. As long as everybody knows, hey, we're all friends at the end of this. Let
Oh
it
yeah.
out.
There has been many times back when we were doing James' campaign where we got very emotionally invested into things that were going on, and yeah, if you would listen to some of those if we'd had some of those episodes or the sessions where we could put them out, like, you would think we kind of hated each other in that game at certain points because of how we interacted and the way we dealt with one another. But the thing was, is it was just, we were super emotionally invested into the point that these characters are going through some of the most stressful stuff, and they are being forced to try to handle it and continue on. So every now and then, you know, a character would break and have a moment where, like, I don't know if I can keep doing this.
Yeah. For a good there for a little bit, Albrecht was just a broken man. Just not fit to be anything but by himself
Mm-hmm.
for a while
Yeah,
because of
there was that
everything he
bit
had gone through.
where for
And
like 2 years he did
yeah,
that.
and if you get to that point with the character, let him rest, let him relax. There's no rule saying you have to play the same character start to finish in a campaign, and there's no rule saying that to change your character, your old one has to die. Albrecht went on a vacation
Mm-hmm.
for 2 years, and I brought in Halladin, one of the most fun characters I'd played up to that point. And it was real fun because Albrecht got a break, and I got a break from playing Albrecht.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to come back and really dig into what he was going through. And it was fun. And I hope everybody else enjoyed it as much as I did. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, I was having a fucking ball, man. I loved everything about those characters and the game and all of the stuff that we went through. And with that, I think we're going to start wrapping up this bit, and we're going to move into personal impressions. All right, and we are back for personal impressions. Mr. Alberich had to cut his camera off. It is okay. But Mr. Michael, as I have asked the other two that have come on
Yeah.
here with me, how is it to be a player in my game, and what do you think of my DMing style?
It's absolutely terrible. I can't stand it. I
Wouldn't recommend.
definitely don't talk to you multiple times a week about the campaign. Uh, I'm certainly not having the time of my life when I'm playing. This isn't a incredibly emotional character that you have built for me, backstory wise, that has allowed me to really flex my RP muscles. In all reality, I don't have any bad to say about you.
Hmm.
Um, there's little criticisms, like sometimes you get things mixed up. Sometimes you get a little excited whenever you're explaining something and miss out on saying a few things.
I
But
have to
that's
go back.
anybody.
Yeah.
That's being a human. Um, you're you're real flexible. You let me get away with shit that I probably shouldn't sometimes. And as far as I know, everyone's having fun, and so am I. I can't really say anything negative about you. And all the positives about you are I'm still playing with you after nearly a decade,
Right.
and I'm going to continue to play with you as both a player and a DM for as long as you'll have me. So
Well,
if that's not an endorsement, I don't know what is.
I'll be honest with you. I think all of us have the same general outlook on things. As long as we're alive and have Saturday open, we are here to play D&D, uh, which is which is a fun
Yeah.
thing. Uh, all right. Anything else? Any other criticisms or things?
Uh, can't really think of it. Maybe get back to me after the war is over. Maybe I'll have some criticisms then. They
You,
probably won't be real criticisms. They'll probably just be me going, "Hey, why'd you kill such and such? Why'd you let them die?
yeah.
Why did we have to destroy Blaine? All those civilians. Why did you put those civilians like that? Why are you so mean, DM? Why do you have to have stakes in your game?"
Why do they have to be so deep? Uh, yes.
Yeah. Why do you have to make me feel things, even though I just spent the whole beginning part of this video talking about feeling things being the most important part of D&D?
Right.
Don't take my advice.
Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. And then we'll
Don't do
also
what I
cover
say.
we'll also cover what it is like to DM for you as a player. Like everyone else, I do not recommend, would not do it again. It's just plain awful. It's why I show up every Saturday and continue to put this together for everyone. No, honestly, again, it is fantastic. I love playing with you. You are, again, one of my absolute best friends. Uh, I have enjoyed being a player with you and getting to do a lot of absurd things, and you interacting inside the game as we play with Jim has just been fantastic. You come up with so many interesting ideas and tactics, and we have a lot of similar thought patterns when it comes to things, so that makes it really fun.
And I know if it's not me, it's Casey. One of us are the problem players that put so much extra work on you because it's just like every other day, me and him both are like, what about this idea? What about this idea? I can do this. Hey, what about this? Talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me
Mm-hmm.
about this.
There,
And
I will not lie.
I
There's
know,
times I've
I
had to tell
know.
both of you, "Hey, man, come back to me after the war."
Yeah, yeah. It's just I like to play. I'm a creative person, so I like to play creative characters, which normally means blacksmiths, tinkerers, artificers, people that create things, enchanters. And when it comes to stuff like that, you really got to talk to your DM
Mhm.
a lot to make sure one, it doesn't break the game,
Yeah,
two, it fits within the world, and three, it's going to be fun for everybody, not just you.
yeah. No,
So,
we'll not get into random pressurized water nuclear bomb that we created uh, one day and went,
it's
"That's a
just a
thing."
hot water heater without a pressure relief valve.
Yeah, just without
That's
that,
all it is.
and there was only 50 of them.
Yeah.
Only,
I mean,
only.
it's not like it could yeah, it's not like it could blow up a quarter mile worth of city
No,
and do over
no.
1,000 damage.
Yeah.
Hey,
Uh,
I took the mega water bomb apart.
you
Okay,
did, you
now
did,
I
but
only
that
have
doesn't.
50 of the normal sized water bombs.
That's true, but that doesn't stop you from putting them all back together
Yeah, but I don't have any cities I'm planning to blow up yet.
yet. Yet being the key word.
And also, I built it into Jim's character that he doesn't want these big, crazy weapons to be available to anyone other
I
than
mean, that is
him
true.
because
That
he
is
knows
true.
what they'll do with it.
He is a very
Yeah,
responsible gentleman with the things he creates. I will give him that. He is exceptionally responsible with everything.
I think Jim is the only artificer ever that can build these super deadly explosive weapons and firearms and all kinds of crazy stuff. And he's just like, I'm not going to do that because I know where it leads.
Absolutely.
And
Well, as a matter of fact, we're going to get into that during the Artificers episode that we're going to do. So, with that, everybody, I think we're going to start wrapping this up. Michael, would you like to say bye to the people?
everybody, have fun, play lots of games.
Absolutely. Everyone, we have enjoyed it. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And hopefully, we see you on the next one.